We've all been there, right? You're sitting in a meeting and it feels like you're just running in circles. An hour goes by, a lot of talking happens, but nothing really new gets created. It's such a common problem. But what if there was a way to actually structure those get-togethers to turn them into real, powerful learning sessions? Well, that's what we're going to dive into. So let's just start with this question, and I want you to really think about it. Is your team actually learning, or are they just meeting? Because, there's a huge difference. Meeting is often about status updates, logistics. But learning? That's about creating new knowledge, challenging what you thought you knew, and actually getting smarter, together. The question is, how do we get more of the learning and less of the just meeting? That's the code we're going to crack. All right, so here's our roadmap. First, we'll get our heads around the big idea of learning faster together. Then we're going to break down the 3 key techniques: the idea incubator, the quality control loop, and broadcasting your knowledge. And finally, we'll see how all these pieces fit together to create what we're calling the learning engine. So what is this accelerated collaborative learning thing anyway? It's not just a fancy term for a better meeting. It's a real structured process for a team to generate, test, and lock in new ideas, and to do it way faster than any one person could on their own. It's all about creating an environment where learning isn't just some happy accident, it's the whole point.
This whole system really stands on 3 pillars, and it's super important to think of them as a sequence, a flow. It all kicks off with small group discussions. From there, it moves into giving and receiving feedback, and it all wraps up by sharing that knowledge with a bigger audience. See? Each step literally builds on the one before it.
Okay, let's start with pillar number 1, the idea incubator. This is where the magic starts. It's where new ideas are born, all thanks to the power of small group discussion. This is the launchpad for everything else.
So why does small groups work so well? Well, it really boils down to psychological safety. In a small, trusted group, you feel way more comfortable sharing those kind of half-baked, maybe even risky ideas that so often lead to a breakthrough. The goal here isn't to find the one perfect idea, not at all. It's to generate a ton of ideas, even the weird ones. This gets everyone involved, not just the loudest person in the room. And that's how you build that crucial first bit of momentum.
So you've got these raw, exciting ideas bubbling up from your incubator. What do you do next? Well, you've got to refine them, right? And that brings us to our second pillar, the quality control loop. This is all about getting really good at feedback.
And this part is absolutely crucial, because feedback is only useful if it's constructive. Destructive feedback, stuff like, "I just don't like it," is vague, it's personal, and it's totally useless. Constructive feedback, on the other hand, is specific, it's actionable, and it's kind. So instead of, "That's a bad idea," you get, "That's an interesting start. What if we consider this angle to make it even stronger?" One shuts things down, the other builds them up. Massive difference.
I love this quote from Ken Blanchard because it captures the mindset perfectly. Feedback is the breakfast of champions. It's not something to be afraid of. It's the fuel you need for improvement. It's what takes a pretty good idea and helps it grow into a truly great one.
Okay, so we've generated ideas in small groups and we've refined them with great feedback. The last step is to make that learning stick. And that brings us to our third and final pillar, broadcasting your knowledge. Yep, it's all about sharing what you've learned.
Now, public information dissemination might sound a little academic, a bit stuffy, but the idea is really simple. It's just the act of sharing your refined ideas with a wider audience, whether that's through a presentation, a quick write-up, a short video, you name it. And this does 2 amazing things at once. It solidifies what you understand, and it creates something valuable for other people.
Think about it. The moment you have to teach something to someone else, you are forced to get crystal clear in your own head. It's the ultimate test of whether you really get it. You immediately start to see the gaps in your own logic, the holes in your argument. The process itself literally cements the information in your brain. And as a bonus, you've now created this great resource that other people can learn from too. It's a total win-win.
Okay, so here's the most important part. How do these 3 things actually connect? They're not just a random checklist of things to do. They form a cycle, a powerful engine that can drive continuous learning for your whole team.
Let's watch this engine run. The spark plug is right here. The whole process ignites in that safe, creative space of a small group discussion, where new ideas can be born without judgment.
From there, those brand new, sometimes fragile ideas are put through their paces. They get stronger, sharper, and better through that constant loop of kind, specific, and actionable feedback.
And finally, that knowledge gets locked in. It becomes permanent.
It's only truly understood when you take that final, crucial step of teaching it, of sharing it with the wider world.
Small groups, to feedback, to sharing, and back again. That right there, that's the repeatable, scalable engine that transforms your boring old meetings into real drivers of collaborative success. It's how you get smarter, faster, together.
So, to help you get that engine started for yourself, I'll leave you with this one question. What's one thing you learned recently? Maybe from a book, from a coworker, heck, even from this explainer. What's one thing you can take just a few minutes to share with somebody else today?